Students at the Center is a writing-based program. Its main focus is education, and it works as a part of the school system. Intrinsically part of it, not separate, but inside of it.
And we have parent representatives here. I'd just like to hear what they think about that.
Well, like I was going to say, pretty much the same thing what he was saying, but I had probably back then, I can't say. but I'm reminded of me growing up when I was in elementary and junior high school. My mother was all involved in my education. But once I got to high school, my mother said she just stopped pretty much. And so it was like I was all on my own. And I always tell
On the weekend, I was totally dependent upon him for these tasks. Life was good. I loved it. Then he died.
now you have more people taking you more seriously. But you know.
So, what's Ms. Smith's group doing today?
We're going to continue our discussion on forming projects around the theme of the journey. We're looking at having essay prompt, writing prompts based on that, books, discussions, just trying to connect the cultural aspect of it as well, maybe branch out into the larger community, and also do some type of cultural piece with McMain, the history part of it.
When I signed up for the workshop, I thought it was going to be an interesting workshop on writing with a bunch of teachers, and that was really enough. And then when the students showed up, I was really thrilled, and I've gotten to know a lot of these students that I just sort of see in the hallway passing that I don't know, and I think it's really important that we've been sharing writing with each other and seeing each other as humans and as sort of equals that share problems in common. Also, I love being able to be encouraged to write, and I kind of like this part too because I'm really excited about next year and involving writing in the art with my kids and Beverly as well.
From my perspective, I think it's for me to learn more, and to me, I want to build up my vocabulary and learning how to read more. I know how to read, just I'm trying to build it up more.
I think it helps get the schools better and improve schools.
Students at the center is a good idea because it helps them build self-esteem, helps them learn more about each other, and about teachers, about their teachers. It helps them build their vocabulary, helps them learn how to write better, helps them learn how to read better, and reading and writing are the foundation of all of education.
Well, I enjoyed this workshop, and it has given me many ideas on how to write my own writings, and it just and then just seeing the teachers, hearing their problems, it just really makes me feel a little bit more comfortable around teachers now, and I wouldn't feel so much of an outcast from the teacher.
When I first got here, it was kind of fun. I was kind of nervous though, but I thought it was gonna be like internship where we go to businesses for some reason. I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be at school either. And but now it's the teachers and more students from other schools and stuff, and I learned a new writing technique of reciprocal teaching, something like that. Yeah.
The idea of the reciprocal teaching, because I'm always looking for ways to get my students to speak more in a foreign language, which is English, and I think this will be really good for them, and it will help them to understand a lot of reading that some might understand better than others. They can help each other. Also, the idea of writing for a limited amount of time and saying what you want to say, and then everyone having a chance to read and discuss the writing, I think that's an excellent idea. And all the input that we've heard in this workshop has been so positive. I found that I'm surprised there hasn't been anybody saying, hey, you did this wrong, hey, you did that wrong. It's all been so positive and such good reinforcement. So I think I will be able to use this a lot next year.
For me, SAC has been more of a therapy session, I guess you would say. But I think more than that, it's a community of students and teachers and just a whole group of different people coming together to support one another. And as far as the internships, when I did the internships, I thought it was more of a tutoring program, but it wasn't. It became more like a big sister, little sister, brother thing.
SAC for me was, it was something different, but what I expected was, like, what did I expect? I just expect us to come in and, like, work on our writing styles and on how we would write essays and stuff. What I learned from it was, I learned how to comment people's essays better. I like the fact that they have the teachers and the students on the same level, that we connect in that way. My expectations for the intern, hopefully it will help me mature as a person, growing up and learning how to deal with other people. It will give me patience. I'm not that patient, and that's it.
Students at the Center for me is a community structure where individuals can find their own voice and just learn from other people and their prior experiences. Being an intern recently, as in last year, it was, I would have to say it was fun. And it was definitely, I thought it was going to be a tutoring session, but it wasn't. It was like, it was more of a go-to person for some classes. For some of them, it was just more of just, I guess, wording their, the teacher's words into just something that they can understand or relate to.
SAC to me is like a new experience for me because I wasn't really interested in it at first, but I'm glad that I joined it. I like the fact that we sit in a circle and we get to voice our opinions and they're actually heard. I've never been in an area where children really matter, you know.
Hello, this is my second time doing the workshop. I did one summer before last and I loved it. It was all totally new for me, the story circle and the writings and having the students and the teachers working together, but I really learned a lot. And that's why I'm back again, because now I feel like I'm back home doing it one more time. So I'm looking forward to working with everyone this fall.
So basically, use the interns that's going to already be in the classrooms to reach out to other male students so that we can expose them to the SAC process. And that exposure will be through having certain discussions around topics that they can relate to. And we would say we would use music and, you know, like hip-hop, and that would be like a discussion, and through that discussion would lead to writings, which would lead to them being able to produce posters, and it would be a way to introduce SAC to them, and they can also, you know, use the media and stuff like that. So we're really hoping to use the interns as one of those tools to help guide those young men into the direction of wanting to be involved with SAC.
They take the photograph based on what you've written, so they won't just take a photograph independent of your writing. So even if your writing isn't finished, but you know, this is what I want to use and this is a rough draft of it, they need to see that tomorrow and they help take the photograph.